Hi everyone, my name is Mel. I'm an assistant event coordinator here at Enchanted Celebrations, and today I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about getting a marriage license in New Jersey. So you've said yes and you've picked a date and you're getting really excited for your wedding, but you may be wondering, how do you get your marriage license? So this is something that can seem a little confusing at first, but we're here to help make this process as easy and simple as it can be. So now you're wondering, where do you begin? So the first thing you need to do when you're about to get your marriage license is to find out where your local registrar is and to give them a call. So you can actually find this through a link on our planning website, and it gives you all the counties in New Jersey and the different registrars within each county. So it's really important that you call to find out if you need to schedule an appointment or if you can just walk in, because each registrar does run differently. So once you know when you're going and what you have to do, it's important to gather all information that you need and don't forget anything. So you and your partner each need to bring the following 5 documents. You need to have a proof of identification, a proof of residency, your social security card, a $28 application fee, and a witness who's 18 years or older. So you want to double check before you go that you have all these different things so that you can actually file your application that day. You may be wondering if you should bring anything else. There are some extra things that you can bring that aren't required, but they are really helpful to the registrar. So bringing these will just help make the process go a little faster, and it'll be easier for the person filing your application. So you can bring a copy of your birth certificate. This just gives your parents information and other birth information that they may need. If you're divorced, you've ended a civil union or a domestic partnership, you can bring the legal documents that show that that relationship was ended. Or if you're married in a civil partnership or a civil union and your partner has passed away, bring a copy of their death certificate. So again, these things aren't required, but they are really helpful just to fill out the information that the registrar needs. So what's next? Now that you've successfully applied, it's time for you to wait for the license. So in New Jersey, there is a 3-day waiting period before you will actually get the license, but you are allowed to apply up to 6 months ahead of the wedding. So the sooner you apply, the better. But it is important to remember that your license is only valid for 30 days after it's issued. But if you do decide to apply earlier, all you have to do is renew the license after each 30 days. And applying earlier just makes it a lot easier for you so you don't forget to do it, and it's something you can check off the list. So if you don't live in New Jersey, that's totally not a problem. All you have to do is get your marriage license from the registrar in the town that you're having the ceremony in. So this license will only be valid in that town. And then after the wedding, when your officiant turns in the license to the registrar, you just have to request the certificate to be mailed to your residence. So if you're a same-sex couple, you may be wondering if this process is the same for you. And the answer is yes, everything is totally the same for a same-sex couple. And you can check out our marriage equality statement on Enchanted Celebrations website. So these are 5 helpful tips that we think are really important to remember when you're getting your marriage license. Number 1 is to call the registrar ahead of time. If you have any questions regarding anything to do with your marriage license, just call before you go so they can answer all of your questions and you're really clear on what you need to bring and what you need to do. Number 2, apply earlier. This is one thing that you won't have to worry about last minute, so just applying earlier makes it easier for you and you won't forget to do it. Number 3 is to bring all forms of ID necessary. Make sure you double check before you go that you have all 5 things that you need so you don't have to go back and do it at a different time. Number 4, if you fill out the application separately of your fiance, which is totally fine to do if you can't go at the same time, you both need to bring the same witness with you. And number 5, if you decide to fill out the application at home, and you can actually find a link to that on our planning website as well, you can't sign the application until you're under oath at the registrar's office. So now that you've applied and been accepted, it's time to get married. But don't forget that the person who performs the ceremony is going to be the one to file the marriage record at the registrar in the town that the ceremony was held in. So these are the 5 steps that you need to know about how to get a marriage license in New Jersey. Step 1 is to find your local registrar, and again, you can find this link on our planning website. Step 2 is to call your registrar to find out if you need to schedule an appointment or if you can just go do a walk-in. Step 3 is to gather all documents necessary. Step 4 is to actually apply, and remember you can also find this application on our website as well, but you can't sign it until you're actually at the registrar's office. And step 5 is to actually get your license so you can finally get married. So now you may be wondering what happens after the wedding. and it's the person who performs the ceremony is the one to file the license and the certificate with the registrar in the town that the ceremony was held, and this should be filed within 5 days of the actual wedding. And then after about a week or so, just call the registrar to see if your certificate is ready, and whenever it is, you can just go pick it up. Thank you so much for watching our video on how to get a marriage license. If you have any more questions, please feel free to ask us. You can email us at planning@enchantedcelebrations.com or call 888-268-7420, extension 705. Thank you.